I'm going to share a secret with all of you today. It's a kind of secret that is something that you shouldn't really keep from other people. Or maybe it is, but it's definitely not something you should keep from yourself. Now, this secret, I've tried recording this video, who knows how many times at this point, and it's just these emotions that are buried right in my heart. Directly in the center of my chest. They churn, they spin, there's multiple. I can feel joy, I can feel elation, I can feel fear and sadness, remorse, I can feel anger, frustration. I can feel a bunch of other different emotions that I cannot describe. And on top of all of that, I feel like that I was crushed by these very emotions. Everything that I had been holding back just came out all at once and flattened me. The I laid out everything to make videos. I've got ideas, we've got the video editing software, I've got multiple different sprites and personalities that I can throw up. Like, I really admire the people who are using avatar based discussions on the internet, but I can also play a game in the background. That's kind of interesting. The length of a Minecraft day is just about perfect for this style of video. And, well, since I could just talk into a microphone like this, it should also be perfect. I can sync the two up, just make sure that they don't go for too long, or too little, actually. It's going to be a challenge to try and fill in 20 minutes of talking for every day. Every day? I want to do this every day. So I laid everything out, I made all the plans, I started up everything, and, there's a flow to it. You gotta sit down and make the video, you gotta record, you get it in the video editing software. I'm repeating myself. That's part of the flow, actually, because you have to listen to yourself to make sure that things are working, at least. And, well, I got into this nice flow state of one thing flew into the next, flew into the third one, flew into the fourth one. It was smooth, it was wonderful, and it wasn't like what I was doing before, because my perspective is completely different from what it was a year ago. So if I just make the videos that I actually wanted to make at the time, I won't be desperate. I'll just be myself, and then I can't even keep my voice straight because everything won't come out and crash all on top of me at the same time. No, I won't take every one of the emotions that I didn't even know I was holding back inside me. I'll have yet another epiphany on the way that my life has been structured and the way I've been doing things wrong. And it won't just come out and crush me for a week. Oh, who am I kidding? It's been 3 weeks now. First week was crushing. Second week was, what the heck is this? And then because my body sucks, the third week was a migraine. Yeah. So I want to make videos. I want to make them every single day. And the flow was there. I'm not blocking myself anymore. It's so hard to talk about this that I've recorded this at least 18 times now. But I still want to be a better person. Not only do I want to be a better person, because I'm not blocking myself, this is what I want to do. And if I'm not doing it right here, well, I can continue to grow and learn and apply what I knew. I don't have to have this thing working in the back of my head trying to solve life, universe, and the meaning of science. So let's talk about what went wrong here. Because I still want to make videos. I'd like to continue with the way that these are flowing. Having the questions and answers in the video like this is wonderful. And switching from trying to explain what's going on while I'm actually playing the game to sitting down in front of the microphone and having a nice chat with everyone, I like that. It flows a lot smoother. I don't have to worry about my jet engine of a computer trying to overtake the way that my sound comes out. So I can just, sit down. In fact, I sat down and made sure that my microphone was behaving in the way that I thought it was, and it was not. So now I'm talking directly into the microphone from a little ways away with a good amount of gain, and I don't have to worry about it bouncing off the walls, getting echoes. My room doesn't have like soundproofing or sound dampening at all in it, so there's gonna be some weirdness with that, but still, it's a step up, and every time I make a step up, it feels like I'm just growing and fixing all my problems, and once I have everything worked out, we can have some fun with this. I do mean we here, because if I just wanted to play Minecraft, I'd sit down and just play Minecraft by myself. If I just wanted to talk, I'd just go outside and find a cashier, find one of my neighbors, find somebody who I could call my friend, talk to my family, probably in that order, because the cashiers are the easiest people to find in the entire world. And you walk into the store, I want some sugar cane, please. We don't sell sugar cane, we only have sugar. But that's okay, because they're there and they're working. I know exactly where to find them. I'm thinking that rambling might be a good part of the process here. I'm also thinking that try to keep some notes as well as a kind of general script. I do not want this to be scripted. I'd like this to be a free-flowing idea of information. Because I found that if I try to force things out or make them go in a different direction than they actually want to be, it doesn't work. My kind of creative process, it feels like... Well, first of all, I'm a very creative person. I am probably one of the most creative people on the planet, as far as I can tell. I try to be realistic in everything that I can be, and I don't like the idea that there are people that are less creative than me. I want people to learn from. I want to grow. I want to have good role models to look up to. And it's so hard finding somebody who is like as creative as I am. I could find people who are smarter. That's not an easy thing, but I like just trying to piece together everything. I have such a unique view on life from everything that I've been through that I can easily put together patterns. I've got both the left brain of the logical and the code, the structure, the order. I've got such the right brain of the free-flowing ideas, and marrying the two together between the practicality of the engineering and the wonderful free flow of creativity. There aren't many people that can do that. There aren't as many people that are just as smart as I am that can do that too. It's a little bit infuriating. I don't want to be the best person. I want to learn from the best people to try and make the best things that I can. And I've got this utter pile of a body that just doesn't let me talk to people very well. Gotta sleep at 12 a.m. one day, and next week it's 12 p.m. And oh, what I wouldn't give for just trying to do something that's real. But, that's why I'm rambling here. That's why I spent the last 3 weeks just not making videos. Because the flow was smooth. I got all the things worked out. It was wonderful. It was too wonderful. It was so wonderful that everything that I had been hiding, all the desperation, all of the fear, and everything that was wrong in my past came out all at once. Well, maybe not all at once. You don't just disappear out into the world for 3 weeks and ramble on and repeat yourself on a YouTube video like this because it all came out at once. Oh no. No, at first it was like, this is great. Then it was like, oh no, this is going to be great. I don't know how to make things work when they're great. That's scary. It's wrong. It can't be real because everything that was in my life that was going on before this, it was tainted by fear, by the problem solving. You'd be surprised having something that's in the back of your head, always trying to solve your own problems. How much that gets into everything. And now I don't have that. But whenever I have a problem that comes up, something that's significant, my brain falls back into that mode. It says, there's a problem here. This is a world-ending, life-shattering, full-on panic mode problem that I had been living with for so long. Let's start it up again. Fix the problem, analyze it, break it down into each constituent part, make sure that the way that your anxiety is encapsulated in this little framework gets pulled out into this other part where we connect it to fear, and we connect the fear back to the anxiety, and then we connect both of those into just escapism to try and make something that is actually real, to make progress. And we take the progress, we make it go back and forth and back and forth and back and forth until it stops. And then it'll stop somewhere that should be different from where it was before. Doesn't have to be better, doesn't have to be worse. It has to be different because different allows me to evaluate whether it's in a good spot or a bad spot. And then you take that and you do it again, and back and forth, like the ticking of a clock. Then you go to sleep. You wake up. Your brain's been working on it the entire night. Round and round this goes. Repeat, repeat, repeat. Oh, look, it's been a week. Oh, okay. So what did I learn from this week? Well, I have a huge amount of emotions that could be framed into a little box, and when the box was ripped, they all came out at the same time. Okay, so let's pick apart each of those different emotions. Let's look at the joy first, because joy is a rather simple emotion. We call it one of the primal emotions, not complex. It's just, you feel good about this. What is good about this? Well, the flow is good. I like talking to people. The creative process is wonderful. And oh wait, no, we're teasing out something other than joy here. What are we doing? The creative process. What feels good about this? I'm actually doing work. It's fulfilling. Work is something I wanted to do most of my life, and I've not been able to do it properly because my body sucks. Okay, so we take the work, and the work is one of the most important parts. It's the thing that is making you happy. Why are we happy? Because there's a purpose behind this. Okay, so we've got all of the positive parts of joy here. What else is there? Fear. This fear is old, it's decrepit, it's like some kind of sidelonged, maladaptive process that says, whatever you're doing is wrong. Therefore, we're going to fix it, and we are going to take it and rip it apart, piece by piece by piece by piece. And no, that's actually the thought process bringing back on itself. Why is this thought process based on fear? Who decided that fear and problem solving were connected? Well, I did. Because problem solving fixes things. Problem solving makes things better, makes them different, makes them worse, makes them actually matter. Because if you don't solve a problem, it doesn't go away. In my case, getting a migraine means not solving the problem. You get a longer migraine and things get worse. Can't have that happen, otherwise... you see. Why are we repeating? No, that's not a good thought process. In fact, anytime I try to look at this, my brain falls back into this thought process. And So let's take the other emotions that are left. There's exasperation here. You can probably still hear it in my voice. Exasperation is a complex emotion. It is frustration and anger. Those are two different emotions. They seem to stem from the same place, but frustration is something that you feel like you should have control over and you don't, and that lack of control is an emotion that you can rip your fingers into and turn it around in different ways. It's not a primal emotion by itself. It's more like, to put it in Tinker's construct terms, if you have the primal emotion of fear and you modify it, that's what you get. There's still more buried in here. There's still more. There's desperation. And desperation is a very, very complex feeling. Desperation is actually a very simple feeling, too. It's rooted in fear. It's a modified form of fear where you feel like you need to do something. That's where the problem solving comes in, too, because the problem solving takes these emotions that don't have any resolution. There's no way to stop them from happening or start them from happening unless you let them happen. And with some of these, they spin round and round and round. They don't let go. A lot of emotions, they come into you, you feel them, they can heat you up or cool you down or, change various parts of your body. But they come in, and eventually they wash over you and they leave. But not desperation, not fear, not anxiety. Those emotions, well, fear is a motivator. It makes you change your behavior. It makes it so that you do something about the source of the fear to try and not be afraid anymore. Fear is a terrible emotion to have. It's terrifying. In the original form of the word, terrifying, it inflicts terror. And so I spent 2 of the past 3 weeks just taking all the things that had come up and unpacking them. And it's not the kind of thing that would want to be done out in public. It's the kind of thing that would interfere with creative process. In fact, I have multiple creative things that I'd like to do, and this is the first day I've been able to sit down and actually do them. I had actually resolved the utter complicated problem that this was about a week ago, but my brain is not a friendly thing, so you get a migraine, it happens. You don't do much with that. Otherwise, you'd come out sounding like a drooling idiot, gibbering buffoon. And I like cookies. Let me cook some cookies. And I don't want to come off like that on a YouTube video. No, absolutely not. I don't mind being real. I don't mind being a blubbering idiot. I'd like to present myself as somebody who's reasonable. I would like to continue this as a stream of consciousness, but I don't want to just have bad content. No. I don't know if this is good content. I can tell you it's bad. I can tell you what's worse. And I can tell you with my entire creative process what should come out as good doesn't necessarily track to what other people think is good, because everybody has their own idea inside their head. Everybody wants to be who they are. And I gotta say that sometimes it really sucks to have a format that I want to stick to. But I'm gonna have to end this because that's the way that the medium works, and I've only got one Minecraft day. Maybe not ramble and repeat myself so much. Well, it was nice actually getting this off my chest. Trying to actually make the video. Trying to so many ways to do this. I'm running over it now, aren't I? Oh crap, oh crap, oh crap. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you again next time.